بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم.
لك الله يا أمة الإسلام، يدنس قرآنك وتغتصب نساؤك ويؤسر رجالك، ولا عمر لك ولا صلاح الدين ولا خالد يغزو الرومان ويقهر الصليبيين.
Recently, we have seen how France and Belgium, they have banned the niqab, and other countries as well. Other Western countries are trying to ban the niqab. Even Syria has followed in their footsteps.
We see the ideological front that the kuffar are taking. We see it on a mass scale. And as Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says in the Quran, فَإِنَّ مَعَ الْأُسْرِ يُسْرًا, verily with hardship comes ease. Now this is the test from Allah Azza wa Jal to us, the believers, the sisters who wear the niqab and hold up the banner of La ilaha illallah. By doing so, by protecting their izzah, by protecting their chastity, and not acting in an immature way that these kafir women act, the way in exposing their aura, exposing their beauty, and just showing it everywhere like it's nothing. As we see on the billboards, in the cinemas, on the music channels, we see their beauty all over the place. We see them just uncovering for what? For a portion of this dunya. They have no haya. But sisters, we are living in the time of hardships. So I advise you, stay firm. Do not compromise. Never give up your deen, because your deen is what will give you success in this dunya and in the akhirah. These kuffar, they wish for us to compromise. They wish for us to be like them, but we will never be like them.
Dared to insult the Messenger of Allah, Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. That same Nabi Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam said that this ummah is like one body. When one part of it hurts, the whole body hurts. So when our sisters in Belgium hurt, we also hurt. When our sisters in France hurt, we also hurt. When our sisters in Afghanistan hurt, we also hurt. When our sisters in Iraq hurt, we also said that if you see a munkar, stop it with your hand. If you cannot stop it with your hand, then speak out against it. If you cannot speak out against it, then at least hate in your heart, and that is the weakest of iman. Isn't it enough that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, He blessed us with our tongue? Isn't it enough that we should speak out against what they're saying about our sisters?
Sisters, you are the mothers of the believers. You need to stand firm in these times of hardship. Allah is with the sabirin, with the patient. So, stay patient, stay firm. This is the time, as the Prophet ﷺ said, this deen is like the hot coals, and these coals are getting hotter and hotter day by day. Islam is being attacked more and more day by day. So stand firm, brothers and sisters. Speak the haqq. Always rise for Islam. Never compromise.
Why are you asleep, O Muslims? Why are you asleep, O lions of Islam? When will you wake up? When will you wake up and roar? These people, the kuffar, they're trying to attack their religion, and you're sleeping.
We need to understand that nowadays there is a war being unleashed and waged against the Muslim community, against the Muslim ummah. The kuffar, they want to come under the sun of democracy, under the idol of democracy, and they want to impose their laws over our necks. Are we going to be people now who are going to start to compromise our deen? We're going to sell our religion for the sake of pleasing the kuffar, for the sake of some interest and for the sake of some benefit? Allah said in the ayah, they wish for you to compromise so that they can compromise. And Allah Azza wa Jal, He informed us, He told us about the plots and the plans of these kuffar, that whenever these kuffar, they have authority above you, they will never leave any sanctity whatsoever. They will leave no sanctity whatsoever on the land nor the sea. And in another verse, Allah Azza wa Jal, He told us that wherever man he makes with his own hands, whatever man he does with his own hands, he's going to spread nothing but fasad and corruption upon the earth. And this is what we can see under the banner of freedom and democracy. Under their man-made law, they wish to spread their corruption, and they wish to spread all of their fahisha and all of their fitna across the land and the sea.
Hakam bin Hisham, he sent an army of 60,000 Muslims, 60,000 troops for the izzah of one woman, 60,000 people. And now you see our sisters getting violated all across the world, and now you're not saying nothing, you're not even speaking out against it. You probably never hate in your heart. What is wrong with us? When will you wake up? When they come to your doorstep and ask your mother to take off her veil, when they come to your doorstep and rape your sister, is that when you're going to wake up? When they take away the salah, when they take away the prayer hall from us, is that when you're going to wake up?
Seeing the kuffar, they are coming and they are attacking Islam like never before. They are attacking the niqab, they are attacking the izzah of the Prophet ﷺ, they are attacking the Quran. We see they want to make a day called Burn the Quran Day on September the 11th. Wa na'udhu billah. This attack, if we do not wake up now, ya Muslimin, when will we ever wake up? When will you ever rise for Allah? When the call comes, we do not rise, but we rise for the voting and to to promote the kufr and the shirk and to obey the kuffar, but we do not rise when our Muslim sisters are being raped in Abu Ghraib prison, when our Muslim sisters are dying day by day. They are dying in poverty in Palestine, in Iraq and in Afghanistan. Our brothers are being killed all over, but yet we say nothing. We want to defend the soldiers, the British troops inside our lands. Well, a'udhu billah, what are you doing, Muslims? Subhanallah, is this what Allah put us here for? So we side with the kuffar, or we distinguish ourselves as the Muslims, as the believers, who are those who have the tawheed, the wallah and the bara, which everyone is missing nowadays. But the wallah is with the kafirin and the bara is with the Muslimin. What is this? What Islam are you following? Are you diluting the deen of Allah? Umar al-Faruq, he said, نَحْنُ قَوْمَنَا إِذَّ اللَّهَ وَالْإِسْلَامِ. That Allah Azza wa Jal, He dignified us and He honored us with al-Islam. And if we decide to follow the way of the kafirs and the mushrikeen, and we decide to be deviant and follow their ways, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will humiliate us. He will just take us away, because we are not fulfilling our purpose in this life. We are not holding the deen of Islam. We are not propagating the deen. So we will be replaced by Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And we will be the losers. We will be amongst the khasireen, the losers in the hellfire, if we do not stand for this deen. And if we choose to compromise, we are finished. Khalas, end. So we have just wasted our time in this dunya. Rather, we should stand, we should defend the honor of our sisters, we should defend the honor of our brothers who are out there, who are being oppressed, who are being raped, who are being tortured, who are being incarcerated by these kafirs. Why? Because they say the same shahada that you and I say. La ilaha illallah, Muhammad Rasulullah. And the shahada, we will never compromise for this, because this is what keeps us alive every single day. This is what we live for, and this is what we shall die for.
Recently, we have seen how the imams, the maulanas, the peers, they have all come out and they said to vote. They begged the Muslims to vote. But now when the sisters' honor is being violated, these imams, these maulanas, these people, they're not doing nothing. They're sitting at home, they're asleep. When will you wake up, oh Sheikh? When will you come out, ulama? When are you going to say something? Fear Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. What are you going to say to Allah on the day of judgment? When that same sister comes to you, what did you say to me? When Fatima comes to you and she asks me, I wrote a letter to you, you did not speak out, you did not say nothing for me. You non-Muslims, you say you live in a tolerant society. You say that there's freedom of speech. But where is the freedom of speech in this country? Where is the freedom of speech? There's no freedom of speech for the Muslims who oppress the women. You are the people who have sexualized the women. You are the people who have put women in the porn industry, in the makeup industry, in all these industries. You have sexualized the woman. She has just become a product, nothing else. And you tell us we oppress the woman? You tell us we oppress the woman? You are the same people who, for capitalist gain, you make this woman into a sex object.
Islam, it was Jahiliyyah and it was the darkness. But Allah, He gave us this light to shine in this dunya. We are His slaves. We are His abd on this dunya, and we will shine, whether the mushrikeen, they like it or they dislike it, because we are here and they cannot rid us of this dunya. Only Allah Azza wa Jal will rid us of hardship. This is a blessing from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, because we get to suffer the way Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wa sallam, he suffered, the way the Sahaba suffered, and this will raise our iman. Never give up. Never ever give up this thing.
Look at your statistics. Look at the statistics. Every 2 minutes a woman is being raped in the West. Look at the rate of suicide in the West. Fix your own home first. Fix your own home before you come to our women and tell them what to do. How dare you come to the Muslims and tell them what to do?
This matter, it must be understood that all obedience, all ta'ah is completely to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala alone, exclusively, and not to anybody else. Any form of ibadah, any form of worship to other than Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, meaning to democracy, to freedom, to secularism, that is the shirk ta'ah, the shirk of obedience. And that is why we as Muslims, we can never accept any laws which these kuffar they bring in, whether it is the likes of Hosni Mubarak, whether it is the Syrian government, whether it is the French government, whether it is the Spanish government, whether it is the Belgian government. No matter which government it is, we recognize them all as bunch of tawahid, bunch of kuffar who rule by other than what Allah has revealed. And the ayah said in the Quran, إِنَّ الْحُكْمُ إِلَّا لِلَّهِ, that the right of legislation, it is for none but Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala alone. Known for none but Allah Azza wa Jal alone. So how is it now we start to accept the law of man